Hi Aries, it's Tuesday. We're going to do your reading. I'm going to tell you, I have been trying to do your reading for a couple days now, and I don't know what's going on, but every time I try to do it, I kind of just don't feel very good, like a little bit unsettled in the stomach. Are some of you guys sick or nauseous? I don't know. Hi Aries, how are you? Hopefully you're not sick. So this is a general reading for Aries. Roles can be reversed. They can intermingle, flip-flop around, as you know, and it's not gender specific. Keep that in mind. Also, be sure to check your other signs if it resonates. If it doesn't, be sure to check your other signs anyway. I'm feeling strong Libran energy. I'm feeling Empress. Also, King of Pentacles. And I also feel like there's some dwelling on someone that's not giving you what you deserve, what you need, valuing you. Ace of Wands. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Ace of Wands. That's a new beginning. Something passionate and new. Wow. Six of Wands. Temperance. So this is a very angelic card. The Six of Wands is success, victory. And this one's balance, patience. Let's find out. So Aries, I know things have been tough. I know maybe the past week has been brutal. Things are really kind of crazy right now. We've got a blue moon going on. We've got Mercury retrograde. We've got Mars retrograde, but those are both about to end. Things are going to balance out. Your job right now, Aries, your focus needs to be not getting stuck in the energy that has been, because when it shifts, you have to be able to shift with it. You have to stay steadfast on what you know you deserve, the work you know that you've put in, the rewards that you deep down know are coming. Okay. In fact, I'd say set your intentions even higher than that. There's that Libra. Been feeling strong Libra. Some of you be dealing with the twin. Here's the Star card. So justice is about balancing things out. There's like an inner wisdom that you know that things have been unfair. And then here we have the Star card, Aquarian energy. So healing, hope. It's beautiful, actually. Let's lay out a spread. Okay. Let's look at Aries, please. So as far as extendeds go, I do sometimes do extendeds. I never really know until I get there. So if there's a link down below, that means there's a good extended came through. I don't post them if they don't turn out with much info. But the Death card and the Two of Cups. So I think you are letting go of something that was supposed to be. You know it was supposed to be, but it wasn't equal. That's what I think. Watch him come back as soon as you let go. There's the Temperance card again. Okay. Let's lay it out. Feeling karma, guys. Karma. So maybe there's a lesson that you need to learn. Okay. Your current energy, King of Pentacles. I felt that in the pre-shuffle. I believe I said that. Love that. King of Pentacles, someone steady, stable. Money is going to start coming in soon, okay? The money that you've worked for, I think you guys may already be starting to see that, but it's looks like money is going to be good soon. Okay, overall energy, the Devil. Capricorn, this is being tied, but something toxic. Can't let go of, feeling tied and bound. It could be a strong, sexual energy. Queen of Cups, that's their energy, emotion. Wow, your person's emotional. They have a lot of love for you. The Artist, how they view you. Somebody that can create whatever you want. They see you in a very high regard. So this is like, this makes me think about the story of your life. So lately, maybe the past few weeks, maybe the past few months, maybe the past few years, maybe a lot longer, things have not gone really the way they should. Things have gone against you. You've put a lot of work in. You've held your chin up high. You've kept going. But maybe this relationship has kind of beat you down. So it's kind of like now that we're at a turning place with the planets and astrology and things kind of coming around in your favor, you could, I think I've said this to you guys before, you could get stuck in that energy of what's been rather than, knowing that what you deserve is coming. So just be careful. I feel like you guys want to dwell. Right when I said dwell, the Hermit, ooh, and the King of Cups. Wow. So yeah, soulmate energy here, dwelling on how much you love somebody. This Queen of Cups could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're thinking about. It's kind of like, I feel like you guys could get stuck in that. I want to dwell. I just want to think about this. I just want to troubleshoot it, circling the loop and trying to figure out where along the way, circling that loop, where along the way something went wrong. Circle, 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 but you always end up at the back to the same spot, right? Because Aries, it's not you. You're not the one that did something wrong. And so we don't want this to be, this artist is about your story. What's your story? You're writing the story. Right? So could the sadness and dwelling and rejection, is that your story? It could be if you let it, right? But it's not supposed to be. I'll put that there. So how they view the situation, dwelling, it looks like they're dwelling too. Didn't I say 10 of Pentacles? I think I did. 10 of Pentacles. I felt that in the pre-shuffle. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that might have been another reading. I don't know. But this is how they see moving forward. So now they looks like if they haven't gotten to this place yet, they're going to see you as the 10 of Pentacles. Wish everything they could have ever wanted. I still don't trust this person though. There's another Libra card, the Empress. Yeah, I felt that in the pre-shuffle. So we had the Justice card. That's behind the scenes. So the Empress is someone that's very loving and nurturing. She knows her value. So maybe what you cannot see is your value because you've been beat down. But you need to rewrite your story. If you want to sit and dwell and think about the things that you want. Visualize yourself in the place that you want to be. Things are going to turn around for you, Aries. 6 of Wands, wow. Tarot's advice. Success, recognition. Hold out for recognition. The recognition you deserve. It's coming. You can't see it maybe, but it's coming. They're going to see it if they haven't yet. 6 of Pentacles, having enough to give. I think the rules are going to turn around. So the 6 of Pentacles, this could be unexpected money, blessings. But it also implies enough to give. It also could be equal reciprocity in the ending position. 3 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Oh no. Here we go again. Let's see. Okay, and then we also have 7 of Wands, which I'm going to take because I think that's exactly what we're talking about here. I think you need to hold your ground. Defend yourself. If there's something that has been eating at you because you haven't said it, maybe if that isn't working, not saying it, taking the high road, maybe you need to say it. Now, don't say it when you're angry. Say it. So there's times when you need to say something, right? Because it's going to make you feel better. But it's not going to make you feel better if you do it in a lashing out way, right? Look at that, the Tower. So I think that's whatever you've been doing with this person has not worked. You've given, you've given, you've given. I feel like you know that there's a strong love here. Maybe this is supposed to be, right? Maybe it's supposed to be. I'm not questioning that. I mean, I felt a strong energy all along. I also feel a little bit nauseous. So you guys are really going through it. But at this point, if you've been circling that loop, can't figure out anything that you could have done different, where it went wrong, I think it's out of your control. So Aries, maybe the best thing for you to do, and I'm an Aries, so this probably applies to me too, is just go ahead and speak your mind. Now maybe not in a lashing out mean way, but what if it doesn't have to be one way or another? What if it doesn't have to be all or nothing? What if it can be even scripted? What if you even thought it through? And less is more. You don't want to say too much, probably, right? But what be making you feel so bad is that you've kind of been walked on, right? So maybe if you figure out a way to say, hey, I'm done with this. I'm not going to be treated like this anymore. I wish you well. And you take the high road like that, to whatever degree you need to. I mean, for some of you, you might need to say, this is not right. I can't, I feel like you're doing X, Y, Z. I can't believe that you think it's okay to treat me like whatever you have to say. But I do think it's going to be really, really, if that is something you need to do it, but do it to where you don't regret it afterwards, Do it in a way of, I'm okay. You're okay. You go on with your way. I'm going to go on with my way. I know value. I'm not interested in this anymore. This is not what I want. Something like that, okay? That might be what you need to do to feel better. Where did that Knight of Pentacles come from? So that's somebody coming in slow but stable. I wonder what that's about. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, cutting something out. Love that. Could be an apology. I feel like you guys maybe have been holding out for an apology, and you just have to be okay giving that closure to yourself, You never get that apology. Maybe that's a big blessing you can give to yourself. And Aries, remember, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, Just take your time to think it through what you're going to say. And then, you know what? Sometimes once you write it down and go through the process in your mind, you don't even have to say it. You can just be done. Sometimes that helps, scripting. Yeah, but I think you got to get out of this situation. Six of Swords, moving on, calmer waters. Maybe that's what you can say. Moving on. Moving on. More clarifiers, please. Five of Swords. Yeah. Battle. I feel like I maybe need to do another spread. I might do an extended. Here's the Fool card. Letting go of all your baggage, being free. It's going to feel so good to release this. I feel like there's something I'm not getting to. Three of Wands, that's progress, looking to the future, making peace with the past, letting go of the past, making peace with the present, only looking at the future. This is all about progress. There's Nine of Pentacles too, and the Magician, and the Well. Okay, very strong energy here about you creating who you are, you creating your story. So this is a sad, woe is me story. Are you going to stay in it? No. This is not your story unless you let it be your story. Look at all this energy about manifestation and wealth and happiness and success and independence. The Well, again, wishes, creation. So Aries, you can be, do, or have anything you want. Anything the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So think about it like this. We have a blue moon. We have a strong moon energy here. It's a great time to manifest. So there's that Knight of Pentacles again. What does that mean? Ooh, I'm intrigued with this. Is that somebody new coming in? Or maybe eventually this person comes back. But so here's the thing. If this isn't working out, it's why? It's because if this isn't building you up, I want you to listen to me very, very clearly. If this is not building you up, if it's not building and feeding your energy, then it's not your person. Small chance it could be just not your person right now. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because if you stick around for this, what's that going to do to your psyche? Who does that make you? That lowers you, right? So you're always feeding something. You're always growing something, Aries, right? Because your thoughts are energy. So whatever you're thinking about, you're feeding. If you're thinking about this sad story, you're feeding it, you're growing it, you're becoming it, right? You guys get that? Let me know in the comments if you want more explanation on that. But that's what's happening. And that's we have a full blue moon, and it's also full moon in Taurus. Strong, strong, strong message to create your reality. You can create it. Stop creating this. Stop letting this person create you as a lower, not worthy person than you know you are. So think about who you want to be. Think about your future self. That's what you need to feed. What would your future self do? Visualize yourself as that person that you want to be, right? How would they respond to all this? That's how you get through it. Whenever you're in a situation, you go, well, what would future self do? What would ideal self, what would higher self do in this situation? They'd probably say, see ya, bye, don't need ya. But I want to find out about this Knight of Pentacles. I might have to do another spread. Page of Wands, communication, Nine of Cups. Somebody's gonna, I think you might have, it could be this person, but I think there might be new love coming in. I'm gonna pull another deck real quick. Why do we keep getting the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Moon? Divine Masculine, the Emperor, Aries, that could be you. Okay, why do we have the Moon? Oh, I just saw two. Oh, okay, just saw Two of Wands. So that's all about making a decision. And then Knight of Cups. Five of Cups came up and Five of Pentacles. So I'm going to do an extended. So check for a link down below if you want it. I'm going to dig deeper into who's coming around, because you have somebody coming that's going to there's going to be an equal give and take in a new beginning. But I'm going to dive deeper into if it's this person or someone new. But I think there's a strong message here. You can create this. Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. Five of Cups, feeling sad, focusing on the past. But there's also a divine forward motion in your favor if you take it. Oh gosh, 10 Cups. Didn't we get the Pentacles? Yes. So extreme, the Lovers, Soulmate. Extreme, one way or the other. So turning point, Aries, for you. Which way are you going to go? Which story are you going to go with? Because this could be your story. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. There's that Two of Wands I just told you guys about. And Judgment. Yes. Okay. Releasing who you have been that hasn't been your higher self. Releasing it. But it's a decision you have to make. You have to put it into action. You have to mentally decide, I'm not this. I could be. I kind of want to just sit and dwell about how much I love this person. And why don't they love me back? Or why don't they show me? Or why didn't it work? But where's that going to get you, Aries? This is resurrection. Rising above. Shedding an old skin. And yes, it could be reconciliation. I'm going to dig deeper into that, but I have to do another spread. But your message here, let me see if I get anything on this. Your message here, Aries, is to shed that skin, let go of this sadness, because the things are turning in your favor, and you could get stuck in the history of how hard it's been lately. Okay. Nine of Wands. Look at her. She's gonna keep going. It's been a long battle. It's been tough, right? Wounded warrior, but not letting go, not stopping. Wow. Look at that. And we do have a reconciliation, but this also could be third party. Two of Cups, communication. Love that. Give me some more information for Aries, please. And then I'll pull an oracle. You're at a turning point, Aries. Strong message here, and I'm not feeling as nauseous as I was. King of Cups, Seven of Cups. Yeah, your options, your decision is creating your future. I think you have a King of Cups coming in, someone who loves you. We had that before. Remember, you're not stuck to one soulmate. Queen of Wands, yeah. Get back into that fiery, beautiful energy. This one won't leave me alone. You see that? But I do think it's your choice. Okay, I'm repeating myself. So if there's a link down below, I'm going to go into an extended, and I'm going to ask, I'm going to dive deeper into this person, and I really want to focus on what's coming next, because it shows that equal give and take is coming next. That's what's in your outcome. So you're going to have to let go of this to get to this. We're going to dive deeper and extend it. And I'll pull some other decks too. Some more soulmate type decks. Let me see one thing. Where is... I don't see it. I'm looking for a deck. I can't find it. Interesting. Let's go with this one. I love you guys. I just hurts for you guys, because I know it's been so freaking brutal. No. Ooh. A year from now, the situation will improve. So what are you going to do in the meantime? Who are you going to be in the meantime? Okay. Maybe this person, new person, I think there's somebody new coming in. I'm going to look into it, but maybe there's somebody that you're going to end up being happier with, or maybe there's somebody that's going to help elevate you until this person gets their shit together, because this is not where you need to be. You need to be with someone who's elevating you and building you up. Wow, there's 2 no cards. How crazy is that? And then there's, oh wow, I didn't know there was more than one. Real quick, I can't help it. Can't help it. I want to do this. I'm going to pull the some Mystic Moon. Like, what is your... I know we're not supposed to be dwelling on this person, but I want to pull and see what your person's thinking about. Messages for Aries. Aries, you're going to leave them in the dust, I think. Oh, gee. I'm still trying to find myself. I'm going to use some twin flame. You are irreplaceable. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving. I miss the feel of you next to me. Well, they've got to step up. They're going to have to step up. Be careful, Aries, that they don't come back, and then if they come back, you gotta make sure you hold your ground and they come back correct. I just want you to be happy. Wow. Yeah. I mean, strong love here. I will come back for you. You're the only one who truly gets me. Don't let yourself fall apart in the meantime, okay? Aries, don't let yourself fall apart in the meantime. Rise above it. You'll be in a better place for them if this is your person. We're going to dive deeper and extended, or maybe we're not. I don't know. Just look for the link below, and let me know what's going on in your world, in your story, if things are getting better yet, if things have been hard. And I also just love to hear where you're watching from, if you want to just say hello from wherever you're watching from. All right, Aries, love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye, Aries.